we've been looking forward to doing this game for a long time because the NFL is our bread and butter and is everyone's bread and butter. And Dak Prescott is asking to be the highest paid player in NFL history. They gave him that contract. He turned it down. He said he's worth more. So an idea came into our heads. Because we were talking last time, and we're talking about, Deshaun Watson. He might get paid more than Dak. And Dak's like, no, I'm going to get paid more than he is. Mm-hmm. So we just thought, you know what? Which quarterbacks in the National Football League are better than Dak Prescott for the next 5 years? Because he wants a 5-year deal. Who is better than him in the long run? So Gavin has a list.
I have a list, yeah.
Of the 32 starting quarterbacks and a few of the backups and a few of the young guys who got drafted and who we would take. If we had the rights to the NFL music, we would use it, but we don't. Gav, let's start. So this is the next 5 years.
And we'll try to keep our biases against Dak Prescott.
No, yes. For the next 5 years, who would you rather? Dak Prescott or so-and-so? And remember, he wants to be the highest paid guy in football by a long shot. Gav, take it away.
Number one, who would you rather, Tommy and John? Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills or Dak Prescott?
Johnny, you go first.
I gotta go Dak Prescott. I think he's shown more. I think Josh Allen's too young. He doesn't have the arm that Prescott has.
I'm going Dak as well. But the kicker is, I feel like Josh Allen has a much stronger arm, but he doesn't have the brains.
Interesting.
He doesn't make the right decisions all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's careless with the football all the time. At least Dak's won a few playoff games, or he's won one playoff game, but still, I'll go Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
But it's closer than people think.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, number two, Tommy, John, who would you rather? Ryan Fitzpatrick or Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott, without a doubt.
No question.
But,
sorry, Fitz.
I mean, Miami, they have a recent acquisition. Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua. Tua.
It's tough with these movies, but
Tua's ceiling is so high.
It's way higher than Prescott's.
I mean, injuries is the only worry for me. But if you ask me right now, if I got to pick to start my franchise, Tua or Dak,
Tua.
I know we still haven't seen Tua play in the NFL. I'm taking Tua Tagovailoa. But that's a good one because Dak's won a been to the playoffs. But Tua's he throws such a nice football, and Miami's on the come up, so I'll go Tua.
All right. Number three, John, Tommy, who would you rather? Jarrett Stidham or Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott.
No question.
Sorry, New England.
Coming from a Patriots fan.
I'm a realist. I picked Milwaukee over Boston as much as that killed me.
I respect you for it, Tommy.
I mean, Jarrett Stidham, he was great his first year at Auburn, but his second year at Auburn, it was hard to watch it sometimes. And if Belichick pulls off a playoff appearance with this kid, I have nothing. He's the greatest.
Yeah,
nothing
frankly,
through
I'm
that.
surprised he's the starting quarterback of the team.
Absolutely. It was either him or Brian Hoyer. So
we'll
go Dak flying colors right now over Jarrett Stidham.
All right, next up, Tommy, John, who would you rather? Sam Darnold or Dak Prescott?
Sam Darnold.
Wow, thank you, Tommy. I agree.
That's a good question. I'm not as quick to say my answer as Tommy is, but I guess you got to go with Sam Darnold too.
The reason I say this, Dak's accomplished more, no question. Mm-hmm. But Sam Darnold has had literally nothing to work with. Yeah. And he's put up decent numbers too with them to work with.
Decent numbers with absolutely nothing.
And the way I look at it, if I put Sam Darnold in Dallas, how would he do? And I feel like he would do better than Dak Prescott.
Especially
so I'll go Sam.
Years.
What's
yeah,
that? 5 years?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, big arm, mobile, no question. Sam
the
Darnold.
Jets also another offseason acquisition, another backup quarterback in Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco or Dak Prescott?
Sorry, Joe, but I gotta go with that.
After the divorce, he's not the man he used
Joe
to know.
Flacco.
Oh Jesus!
No longer an elite quarterback.
No, he wasn't. He was never an elite quarterback.
We won the Super Bowl.
Joe,
yeah.
Dak Prescott. That was the defense.
Right,
Won him that
okay.
Super Bowl.
You gotta
Number 5, Baker Mayfield or Dak Prescott?
Baker.
Oh, that's so
In 5
tasty.
years, man. In
I don't
5
know.
years.
Oh man.
Look-
Oh,
Look
that's
at Baker's
tasty.
rookie year. He had a bad season last year. But his rookie year, he was
Baker
fantastic.
is far more talented than Dak
Exactly.
Prescott. No question about it. This is so tough, man. I don't know what I get with Baker off the field, too.
Yeah.
I'll go Dak, but it's so close.
Well, first time we disagree, Tommy.
Yeah, but I can see where you go, Baker. I see where you go, Baker. But if Baker plays like this year that he played in his rookie year, Cleveland's might rival Baltimore
Yeah, they might make
with the
that
amount of
wild
talent
card.
they
Yeah.
have. Yeah, no question. All right, Gav, what's
Now
next?
number 6, Lamar Jackson.
I mean,
or
Lamar
Dak
Jackson.
Prescott.
But
Yeah, that's not really a question.
Lamar can't throw the ball that well. I know he
But
said
still,
everyone's
that
like,
could-
oh,
that
he
could be developed, you know.
yeah,
That can be, yeah.
5 years. We're talking 5 years,
Exactly.
but
I mean, a good arm can be sort of taught. Like, it's nice to have a natural kind of ability like some quarterbacks have. But the way he moves on the
Right,
field,
he doesn't
that
need-
can't be
I mean,
Patty Mahomes' arms.
what is he? He does something phenomenal, where Dak doesn't do anything. Like, he's good in everything.
He's
but he's
well-rounded somewhat, but
well-rounded.
he doesn't stand out in
Like
one
Lamar
specific-
can run better than anybody.
For sure.
But everyone's like, oh, Lamar had the most throwing touchdowns in the league. They were in the red zone. Little play action to Andrews was most of the
He wasn't
time.
throwing 40-yard bombs.
No, he wasn't. No.
And when he did, the other team was catching him.
Exactly.
I feel like Lamar got exposed against Tennessee, but we're talking 5 years.
Yeah, it's that 5-year sticker that really gives it.
He
Yeah.
can easily work on his arm. I think he regresses this year, but we're talking 5 years. Lamar Jackson, no question.
All right. Number 7. Big Ben Roethlisberger or Dak Prescott?
Age is a huge
Yes.
deterrent.
Yeah.
You gotta go Dak Prescott just because
Yeah.
of the age factor. In 5
But
years,
if
Ben
you
won't even stand.
Next year, Roethlisberger is going to be better than Dak Prescott, but 5 years, you got to go Dak on
Yeah.
age.
It's primarily the age thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and
All
it's just going to be the same with Tom, and that's going to kill me.
Oh yeah, same with
It's going
Philip
to
Rivers.
kill me. Well, Philip Rivers was never the quarterback.
Well,
All
I
right.
would take him over Prescott if it wasn't for the age.
Next up, I think this might be a no-brainer. Next 5 years, Joe Burrow or Dak Prescott?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Cincinnati
Greatest
Yeah.
college season ever.
Yeah.
Even
But
if he
it-
gets murdered by the defense this year on Cincinnati, I still have him.
It depends. He has nothing. He has hardly anything to work with. But Joe Mixon's a great back.
Yeah, that's about all he's got.
AJ Green, but he's coming off an injury.
You
They
might
drafted
trade
T.
AJ Green.
Higgins.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not. We're talking 5 years now. I don't want people to come in a year from now and saying, "Oh, you were wrong."
Yeah, in 5 years.
This
they
is
can come and
5
say,
years. You can tell me in 5 years. But Joe Burrow is coming off the greatest college season ever. They went 15-0. He had 60 touchdowns,
Jesus.
over 5,000 yards. No question.
Dismantled Oklahoma in the playoffs.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was crazy. Even Clemson, he torched Clemson. Clemson had the number 1 defense. He made them like they had no business being in the game.
Embarrassed
So Joe Burrow for the
Yeah.
next 5 years.
All right, number 10, Philip Rivers or Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott.
yeah. Prescott.
Dak Prescott.
No debate.
No debate. All right.
We
moving along.
overvalue Philip Rivers in crunch time. He's just never had it.
He's a solid quarterback. He had his
He's-
good years, but
Yeah, he's over the hill
yeah,
now.
he's on the way down.
All right, number 11, Ryan Tannehill or Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
I mean,
John,
they
you
won
with that?
games when he was
Yeah.
throwing for 80 yards, Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee. They don't really need him as the quarterback. He's just there because he's more of a game manager.
He's better than Mariota. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
that's the only reason he's there. Exactly.
And they gave him a lot of money to be
Yeah.
better than Mariota.
All right.
Number
Number 12, the mysterious Gardner Minshew or Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott.
Yeah,
Come on.
I like Gardner Minshew a lot.
I like Gardner
I-
Minshew too.
but he's just not as
No,
talented.
I love Garner Minshew,
Yeah.
the person. Like the Napoleon Dynamite
Yeah.
stuff is hilarious. But if I'm running a GM, I can't justify taking
You're not
Garner Minshew
buying-
over Dak Prescott.
Okay. Number 13, would you rather Derek Carr or Dak Prescott?
Oh my God, that's a tough one.
I wanna
Derek
say
Carr's
Dak, just
Derek
'cause
Carr's a better arm, but I'll go Dak.
It's because the 5 years thing. That's what
5
it is.
years.
5 years. I can't see Derek Carr even playing. to be honest with you, like
Holy shit!
All right, 14. We could even skip this one. Patrick Mahomes or Dak
Oh
Prescott?
my God, that is so insulting.
let me think about this one. Not the guy who just won the Super Bowl and MVP. Let's go with Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, agreed.
I feel
Agreed.
this is the easiest one, right?
Well,
Yeah.
second easiest.
Some of these I do them
Daniel
before.
Jones.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because what I'm doing is I'm highlighting it in red if you're choosing Dak Prescott. and I'm
Highlight that in
highlighting the
maroon.
two.
Highlight that in pink. I mean,
Some
like,
of them I can do beforehand. The Patrick Mahomes one was the first one I did.
yeah,
All right,
no
number 15,
question.
This is
No
also one I
question.
did prior. Drew Lock or Dak Prescott.
I love Drew Lock.
I do like Drew Lock.
I love Drew Lock.
Is he the starting quarterback?
Yeah, he is. Now.
He is the starter.
Mm-hmm.
I do like him. I do like Drew Lock.
Oh, this is
like him
tight.
more than
I don't
Dak
know.
Prescott.
It's such a small sample size.
That's the problem with the 5 years thing. You gotta like imagine how. He would
Am I
play out
actually
5
picking
years.
Drew Lock over Dak
I
Prescott?
can't do it. I can't. It's just we haven't seen him play enough games. But
Yeah,
what?
I'll
I
go
agree.
Dak.
We don't know.
I'll go Dak.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me 5 years from now if Drew Lock had a
Yeah.
better 5 years.
All right, next up, Tyrod Taylor or Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott. Sorry.
Dak
Tyrod.
Prescott's just a better Tyrod
You know, I really
Taylor.
like Tyrod Taylor, but
But also they have another recent acquisition, Justin
Herbert. Justin
or
Herbert.
Herbert.
Herbert. Justin Herbert. Herbert throws a beautiful football. I remember watching him at the combine. He was great.
you gotta go with Dak though.
Yeah, I have to go with Dak.
I've never even seen this kid play. Besides
At Oregon, yeah.
Johnny, this one's gonna hit close to home.
Daniel
Daniel
Well,
Jones.
wait.
Daniel
Did we do
Jones.
Deshaun Watson yet?
Did we do Deshaun Watson? Yeah, we did Deshaun.
Did we do Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
Oh, but
Did
anyone,
we do
everyone would
I
take.
could have skipped over that because it was obvious. Deshaun Watson.
No question. Deshaun Watson. Because I thought you were doing AFCC. Yeah,
My
Deshaun
bad, boys,
Watson.
my bad.
No. But I think that was a given.
Yeah,
Deshaun
Yeah, that's the
Watson.
thing. Because like I said, some of them I highlighted before, and that was one of them.
Deshaun Watson, no
Skipped
question.
over. All right, Daniel Jones or Dak Prescott.
Daniel Jones,
Daniel Jones.
no
Oh,
question.
Johnny's a happy
Danny
man.
Dimes, baby.
Danny Dimes. All right. Ooh,
No question.
his
I
top-
saw him. I saw how
This
good he played
is
last
a
year.
big question right now for Jerry Jones, Andy Dalton, or Dak
Ah.
Prescott.
The thing is here, Dak Prescott, but
I want to say Andy.
I
really
want.
do.
I'm
wanna say
saying
Andy-
Andy
I wanna say
Dalton
Andy
could
would do.
win game. I'm saying Andy Dalton could get them to the playoffs.
with no drama.
No drama.
drama.
And no $40 million a year. Just like it was like $2
Give him the
million.
minimum salary, he'll be happy. Are you kidding me? At this
I
point in his
mean-
career,
He made the playoffs in Cincinnati with far less talent than what these Cowboys have.
and he won a couple of games there at the
Yeah,
end.
but we're talking 5 years. So it's Dak Prescott. But
If it was today, like right now, this coming season, Andy Dalton.
you're
But since
I
it's been
can't
5
justify
years,
that either. But
I can't.
what we said is Andy Dalton could easily get the Cowboys to the playoffs because there's so much talent on that team.
Agreed. All right, next up. if
But
he
Dak,
can-
to answer the question, Dak
Yeah.
Prescott.
if he can manage to stay healthy in the next 5 years, Carson Wentz
I mean,
or Dak Prescott.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz, yeah.
Yeah.
That stretch he had at the end of last year was phenomenal. Phenomenal. So, Gav, what's the next quarterback we got?
Next one we have is Aaron Rodgers or Aaron Rodgers, A-Rod, if you will, or Dak Prescott.
Oh, my God.
It's the 5 years thing that's the killer.
Aaron Rodgers over Dak Prescott any day and every day.
This is tough, Tommy.
But 5 years?
I might be saying Dak.
I can't believe I'm
I-
saying it.
I-
How old? Rodgers is like 36.
Yeah, he's not.
So
he's
if
In
you-
not playing
5
his
years,
40s.
yeah, you might not even play.
He's already on a little decline.
Yeah, I'll go Dak. But
Gotta go.
Smart, but
God, I can't believe I just said that.
Pains me to say that.
all right.
Give me a toothbrush.
Next up,
Give me a shot.
Yeah.
Dwayne Haskins of the Redskins.
Dak.
Dak, no question.
Dwayne showed absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Dwayne was brutal. We remember? Everyone was crapping on Gettleman.
Yeah, I was. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins threw for 50 touchdowns. Oh, yeah? Well,
I was. Hey, it's still impressive nonetheless, but
Yeah.
it just didn't. At least this season didn't translate to.
not at all. So, Dak, no
All right,
question.
next up, Tommy Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh, Dak,
Tommy's-
a million
Tommy's
years.
personal favorite
A
player.
million years. Don't get me started. I'm talking to you, Mitchell Trubisky. What the hell have you done in the last 3 years? Oh, my God. Just cost me the pool. That's what you've done.
We should have
That's
left
what
it.
he's done.
We should have left this one off the list.
Yeah, sorry.
He
All right.
cost me the pool. They were 12-4 a year ago. He made the pro. Somehow he made the Pro Bowl. I don't know how he made the Pro Bowl.
Bribery.
I know. And then this year, that was I couldn't. I just can't even talk.
All right.
He is so
For
bad.
your sake, we'll hurry up.
Yeah,
now.
listen.
Get past
Nick
Foles.
it.
Get
Nick
past-
Foles. Nick Foles.
Oh,
5 years.
that's a good one. I'll go Dak.
Dak.
But
Dak.
the
Dak's
age-
still
Nick
good?
Foles. I want Nick Foles to play in Chicago this year because Trubisky.
Hey,
No.
2 years for Trubisky. Remember, Tom? We talked about this in an earlier episode. Give him that 1 year to make up for it. You gotta give it to him, Tom.
No.
You gotta give him a chance.
No. You're gonna give Nathan Peterman another shot.
Fair enough.
I mean, this is Trubisky's just a second overall pick, and we feel like we're obliged to give him a chance. We've seen the best of Mitchell Trubisky, and it ain't good.
It ain't much. Yeah.
And it ain't much. They went 12-4, but come on.
That was because of the defense. And then
That
he lost a couple pieces, and they just fell off a cliff.
I mean, and I want Nick Foles to play with them because Nick Foles can get them to the playoffs. Now that they're 7 playoff teams, the defense is still crazy.
They're still good.
I mean, they got Cohen, right? They got guys, so no question.
All right, next
But
up.
so to answer your question,
yeah,
Dak over both
Dak.
of them for 5 years.
All right, next up, Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
John Matthew Stafford.
Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford. I think I said it 5 times. Matt Stafford.
In 5 years? How old is Matt Stafford? Mid-30s? Early 30s?
I'll go early 30s, but he has a rocket for an arm.
does.
And when
He is underappreciated.
I
underappreciated,
agree.
when he was healthy, they were like 3-1 or something. 3-1-1 or something because he had a tie, but he was great and MVP discussion, and then he got hurt like he always does.
Yeah,
But
that's the
I
problem.
love Matt Stafford. He's a great thrower of the football.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there, Tommy. Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
First name's John, too.
There you
A
go,
little
John
FYI.
Matt Stafford.
John
Thank
Matt
you.
Stafford.
Thank you, John. Hey, John, look at that.
Great name.
2 Johns.
I
All
know.
right, next up in Minnesota, Kirk Cousins.
Dak.
You like that? No.
You like that?
You like that? I
Dak.
like Dak, too, yeah.
No question.
Unfortunately.
He's
All right.
just Kirk's is in a great spot, great players.
Yeah.
And he
where
made a
needs-
lot
he's
of
where
money,
he needs
so
to be.
respect to him.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go down south to New Orleans. Drew Brees or Dak Prescott.
See, that's the age.
Oh,
That's
man.
just strictly age, Dak.
Breaks my heart to say this, but Dak.
Because Breeze is playing 1 year, 2 years max.
Yeah, he's done. You don't got a lot left in the tank.
I can't believe Drew Brees. Nah, Dak.
Imagine
Strictly
that in
age.
3 years, Tommy, we'll be watching NFL with no Drew Brees.
Or Tom Brady.
Well, who cares about him? But I'm talking about Drew Brees.
Oh, man.
Yeah, okay, that's
So
good.
Dak strictly on age, or else Drew Brees, no question.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. The 5 years.
The 5 years, the
That's what
kicker,
changes
because that's what he's
everything.
asking for.
Yeah. Okay. Jameis Winston or Dak.
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 Yeah, just because.
I think so.
I mean, at
Atrocities.
least I feel like Jameis is a far better thrower and has a stronger arm, but he turns the ball over too much.
I'm excited for the movie. 30 for 30.
Yeah, on the 30 for 30. Johnny, what would you have to say about Jameis, Dak?
I like Jameis. I think that his eye surgery went really well, so
Oh.
hopefully that's gonna turn the leaf.
Are
but-
you taking Jameis?
No, I'm taking Dak.
Okay.
Sorry.
My heart
Okay,
skipped a
Tommy,
beat.
this one. I know where you think now, but the 5 years is the kicker. I know where every human ever stands right now, but 5 years is the kicker. Tom Brady or Dak Prescott.
Oh my
It
God!
actually gives me a bit of enjoyment to say this, but Dak.
Dak.
It's
Yeah.
just the 5 years. If it's 2 years, everyone's taking Tom Brady. It's just that he says he wants to
But
play
here's the
2, and
thing.
that's it.
Here's the thing. Oh yeah, we know he says 2, but like when you think of 5 years. Okay, what if the guy has 4 good years, and then he has 1 bad year? You still take Dak over 5 years? It's.
I
But
that-
Tom's not going to play another
Tom's not
5
gonna play
years.
another 5
Yeah, I
years,
think
yeah,
that
so.
the years they do play, Dak has a higher probability of being a better player than Tom Brady would be.
Oh my God! I can't.
I know it makes me a little happy to say this, honestly, but I'm choosing
I
Dak.
mean, this is the thing. The next 2 years, you're definitely taking Tom, right? No questions.
Yeah, in 2 years, yeah.
But he said he's only going to play. He says so. He's 45, so that's 3 years.
And he's already a bit on the decline.
But
We're
here's the
being
thing:
honest
next
here.
5 years, if Tampa were to win a Super Bowl or 2,
He retires.
do you take that 5 years over Dak?
That's a good question. But if we're looking at like the Cowboys, like Tom Brady on the Cowboys versus Tom Brady on Tampa.
Tom Brady on the Cowboys would be better than Dak on the.
Yeah, for now though. But in the 3 years from now, it wouldn't be.
Okay,
You gotta go with that.
I have to. I have to go with.
Make sure you say
Tommy,
it.
we
It's
understand.
5 years. It's 5 years,
say
and
the
I
full
can't
sentence
believe I'm
first?
saying. I'm not saying the
You
full
said the
sentence. Nope.
No. Okay.
You know what? Screw it. Tom Brady.
Okay.
Okay. I respect it.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I respect
I'm a
it.
terrible
respect it,
journalist.
Tommy.
I'm a terrible journalist.
You are.
But
You
I
ruined-
think I say Tampa's going to
You're
go to the
destroying
Super
the
Bowl.
credibility of the
I don't
show.
think Dallas is going to go to the Super Bowl with Dak Prescott. So, oh my God, I
Anyway,
can't believe
Tommy,
I said
we
that.
understand you. We feel you. And we're
No,
gonna
no,
move
Gav,
on.
Gav,
We're gonna
Gav.
move on.
Let me turn this around. Let me turn this on
Turn it
you.
around.
Turn. I'm gonna spin it on you.
Spin.
Right?
Mhm.
If you had a choice, let's say, what's your sport? Baseball is your sport, right? And let's say Josh Donaldson was still in the Jays. or Bautista still in the Jays, and let's say he's still in
Those
his
are good
prime,
times.
and he's still in his prime, right? And he goes and he's on another team now, and he's still an amazing player. And this guy wants more money than he does. Let's say let's just pick a random baseball player. I don't even know. Let's just,
Mookie Betts. I don't know.
Mookie Betts.
Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres. Gleyber Torres or Bautista. Let's say Bautista's still playing. He's got 2 years left at an MVP level. But he's only got 2 years.
Doesn't have those who
But
knows
those
if Tom
2
Brady is
years,
going to be
if
an
you're,
MVP level?
If you're a GM, why would you waste 2 years? You know, like if Tom Brady's going to promise me 2 good years, and I know
Exactly.
they're going to be good years,
Exactly.
especially with the weapons he has surrounded with him, why would I throw away those 2 years for Dak Prescott?
My
Where-
point
Well, because
exactly.
after that,
My
you get-
point
I
exactly.
think
some-
3 years,
someone nobody
but
knows of,
3
like-
uncertain years, because
Yeah,
Dak Prescott.
We
who
don't.
knows?
We
He could-
you know what you get
I'm
with
just saying,
Tom Brady.
When it comes
In that
to
case,
the 5-year projection, Dak Prescott has a higher probability of winning more games than Tom Brady through those 5 years.
okay, but let me give you this: who has a higher probability of winning a Super Bowl in the next 5 years?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, yeah. But then
That's
let's
all
talk-
that matters.
Let's say Tom Brady retires after they say they win 2 Super Bowls in a row, which they
They
probably
could
won't.
do.
There's a lot of other teams in
Yeah.
the league.
Let's say they
you know?
win one.
Even if they win one, right?
How many Super Bowls do you think Dak's gonna win in 5 years?
Who knows? Well, all I'm saying is
5.
that when it comes to when it comes to longevity, and we don't want to be stuck like the Pats are now with Jarrett Stidham, right? Like you want to have the security of 5 years with the quarterback, you know. Like
All right.
the Super Bowls, of course, that's what you're playing for. But when you want security, you take the better player.
The reason the Drew Brees thing is Drew Brees is agreed to work with NBC Sports, right? Like that's the
As
thing.
soon as he retires, he has that job set up.
So he said he wants to do 1 year, then NBC Sports Network. So you know he only got 1 year.
All right, speed
So,
round now. Speed round.
round?
That's the only reason. The reason, so why I'm taking Tom Brady, A, I love that man more than anyone, and B,
Your sister's right there, Tommy. But yeah,
all right, whatever. And B, the only other reason I take is because I know I get a shot at the Super Bowl for 2 years,
fair enough.
where I don't know about Dak Prescott. So Gav, we're gonna go through the next
We're
ones.
gonna do a little speed up.
Absolutely, yeah, we'll do
We'll
speed
speed
round
it up.
now,
We don't
so-
want to keep this dragging on, you know.
All right, so it's almost time here. Matt Ryan or Dak Prescott?
Matt Ryan,
Ryan,
Okay.
no
Teddy
question.
Bridgewater or Dak Prescott?
Oh, that's a good one.
Dak Prescott.
You're going Dak? Teddy was
sorry,
great
Teddy.
with New Orleans last year.
Yeah, I was.
But injuries, I'll go Dak, but that's a really
Yeah.
tough one.
All right, Kyler Murray or Dak Prescott?
Kyler Murray.
Ooh, good one. Okay, Russell Wilson.
Not even don't even finish
Don't even
Russell
try.
Wilson.
Yeah.
No, Johnny. Any? Do you
I
object?
agree.
I mean, what Russell Wilson is
Yeah.
he's a Rolls Royce version of Dak Prescott. It's like
He's like Dak
a
Prescott.
hot. It's like Dak Prescott is like a Chrysler or a Buick,
Fair enough. Yeah.
and Russell Wilson
Buick is
is
a
a
great car,
Rolls
but
Royce.
don't-
It's a good car. It's a good car. It ain't a Rolls Royce.
No.
And
like
Russell Wilson is a Rolls Royce.
Speaking of Rolls Royce, let's speed things along here.
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo or Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott. Jimmy was carried
I like
to the Super Bowl,
Jimmy,
but I don't. I
you
like
throw
Jimmy.
4 pass attempts and
I mean,
2
he
and a half
threw.
quarters.
They put 37 on the board. He threw 9 passes.
Yeah.
All right, next up,
game manager.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff, no question.
And then finally, the
No, Johnny has an answer.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
Did you not hear
Dude,
speed round, Johnny?
I
You gotta
did.
get
I got to
where
think
you
about
can.
it.
But I was the only one who
You
spoke.
got to give me a second.
Jared Goff, no question.
You say no question, but I'm debating it right now.
There's no
I agree,
question.
Jared Goff, but there's a little debate there.
No,
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
I love Jared Goff. I feel like he gets a bad rap. He can throw a football, and he's been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he's been helped. Yeah, well, he did a lot there, but he's been helped a lot. He's got a great defense, great receiving core.
that's true.
But a really good running back until
I like
last
me
year.
some Jared Goff. I do.
All right. So, Johnny.
I
Okay.
agree.
So we're both going Goff.
All right, we both agree. All right, finally.
Are you keeping track of this?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Is this last but not least?
Last but not least, the lone drifter, the man without a team currently. So this could be a potential question. Cam Newton or Dak Prescott?
Oh man, over the next 5 years.
Dak Prescott. 5 years you're talking about. He still doesn't have a job, Johnny. And you're talking about the guy's going to be the highest paid player in football.
Every time I say Dak Prescott, my heart breaks a little bit. I'm being completely honest.
You can say Cam.
I Dak is the right choice.
All right.
But it just hurts me, you know.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll get a job? I think Cam will get.
I
it.
think he
he'll
deserves a
get-
job.
I
I don't know
think-
why. I don't know why he hasn't gotten one yet. Honestly.
Cam Newton's career was summed up by not jumping on the ball in the Super Bowl.
Very true.
And he justified, I didn't want to injure my leg. Well, it's the last game of the year, and you
Last
don't know if
injury,
you're ever
yeah.
going to go to a Super Bowl again. And so, yeah.
Okay.
So he'll get a job, but Dak Prescott. So how many
Little recap. So you guys
how many did we have?
You out of the 33 quarterbacks currently in the NFL, plus starting quarterbacks, well,
Plus the few backups. Yeah.
and Cam Newton,
So like 35, right? Around.
you guys pretty much have 13 quarterbacks. Both of you actually, dead on. You both have 13 quarterbacks that you would choose over Dak Prescott.
And is that outrageous?
I don't.
That's not.
And we
crazy,
went
honestly.
through every single
starting
one.
quarterback in the NFL.
And we talked about it. And there's some where we're just like, not even a
Some
question.
Not even a question. Some we had to think. of.
But here's the funny thing. He's dead on. He wants to be paid like the no question guys.
But he's not one of those. No.
He wants
questions,
Deshaun Watson, Mahomes money.
No.
When you read out, you skipped Deshaun Watson because you thought it was a foregone conclusion. He wants to get paid like that. He wants to get paid like Mahomes.
Yeah,
You don't even have to ask us.
There's tiers of quarterbacks, right? You got Patty Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson. Then down here you got.
I wouldn't put Lamar in there.
Yeah, that was
Really?
Patrick
He
Mahomes,
can't
yes.
throw.
But still, even if he can't throw, he's still leading his team to.
That's true. All right, put
playoffs,
Lamar
you
in
know?
there. Fine.
Yeah.